Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back at long last to Minecraft RTX Survival. I hope you're all having a good day. This episode of Minecraft RTX Survival is once again sponsored by Nvidia and Scan, and we are now in Minecraft 1.17. I'm very excited for this actually because I have not checked out any of the Minecraft RTX stuff since 1.17 came out. I've been so focused on my Java series, but now you can already see it. There is stuff popping up in Minecraft Bedrock Edition that is new to Minecraft Bedrock Edition kind of recently, like candles, and there is, of course, the whole copper block palette to work with, along with all of the other stuff that we can find out there in Minecraft RTX now. So I'm really excited to go looking for some of that stuff today. Unfortunately, that is going to require me to go further in this world than I ever have before, and I did end up exploring this world quite extensively, looking for biomes like deserts and stuff in the previous episodes of this series. I figure if we go out in the nether further than we have ever gone before, then that increases our chances of finding some of the new stuff. Copper, geodes, all of that kind of magical stuff we're going to find underground, potentially even a shipwreck with moss blocks and the like, and then we can bring it all back here to kind of unpack everything and see where we're at. So despite just having slept here, I'm going to take a bed with me as well, and we're going to go on an adventure, and I think I know where I can get some obsidian from. And the answer to that was partly my storage system, but also this ruined portal that's been here for a good while now, and I think still has a block of lava in there that I never got rid of, but we can mine some of the obsidian on this portal, and we can use that to make a portal in the nether that's going to take us to unexplored areas of the world. And in the meantime, it seems like an entire menagerie of cats has made its way to the nether, along with various other farm animals. What? And some of them are now setting themselves on fire, so I should probably leave. A bunch of the cats that spawned around my villages must have just run into the nether portal. That's kind of hilarious. Anyway, we're going to head out in the direction of the nether portal that I already made, because we can pretty much guarantee that once we get past there, we haven't really explored any further. This is the furthest nether portal out, the one that leads to the desert. I know there is a mesa beyond that, but I don't know what lies beyond that. And so we're going to take a look further afield in the world than we ever have before, so that we can hopefully go mining for copper, amethyst, and maybe even find an ocean shipwreck that contains some moss. Oh, and I forgot how wild this part of the nether was, especially in Minecraft RTX. The blinding light of the lava coming from below. I think we need to head over in that direction. I think we'll probably hop up onto the landscape here and try and navigate our way over to that nether wastes biome on the far left in the distance. And from there, I think we might be able to find something a bit newer. Oh, and having to cross a soul sand valley to get there is a harsh reminder that I never put soul speed on these boots. Oh my goodness. Of all the places I expected to dig out, somehow this was not one of them. The lava trays of a treasure bastion. Well, that is one of the most unusual things that I think I've done for a while, but quite a nice backdrop, I think, to plant our nether portal here. Traveling 950 blocks in the nether means that we are close to having traveled about 8,000 blocks in the overworld, which I think is actually further than anywhere I've gone before. So we're just going to pop down all of the blocks of the nether portal in this frame, and hopefully we should come out somewhere brand new. And you know what? I can't believe I've actually done this, but I haven't brought a flint and steel with me. So it seems like we are probably going to have to enter this bastion in search of something we can use to light the portal. Rather than bridge out across the lava to the bastion, though, I think we're going to have to dig up to it and see if we can come out at a level that, does get us a gold block, and also gets us piglin brutes. Hello, buddy. At least we can keep you at a safe distance. And I know piglin brutes don't do as much damage on Bedrock Edition because axes don't do as much damage on Bedrock Edition, but even so, I would rather not have to deal with an entire bastion of piglins coming down on my head if I can help it. So one of the brutes definitely got knocked off into the lava. I think the other one is still patrolling the lava trays down there. Yep, he's down there. But in the meantime, I'm going to sneak up into the bastion ramparts, see if we can find some chests up here that contain some fire charges or flint and steel, or possibly even barter some gold with some of the local piglins. Looks like we just got piglin brutes to deal with up here though, and yeah, they really don't hit all that hard. I had nothing to worry about from these guys. With them taken care of, we can open this up, grab some golden carrots it looks like, and oh, we're still not getting any fire charges. This is actually kind of painful. Got another chest here. What does it have? It doesn't have any of the ingredients we need. I guess we could maybe put together an iron ingot for some flint and steel at some stage. And in doing that, I think I made all the local piglins mad at me, but I can't see where they all are right now. I think they must all be lower down in the bastion, and hopefully I can fight off the piglin brutes while bartering with a few of the others, and some of them will give me a fire charge. Yep, there's at least a guy with a crossbow down here on patrol, and he's pointing it at me, but I can at least throw some gold in his direction, and it looks like he's got a friend who can come and join us. And yes, we have a fire charge. Fantastic. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, piglins. I will never forget this. Now, how the heck do I find my way out of here? As a gesture of good faith, I'm not even going to raid the loot chest in the middle, and frankly, I think I'm better off because the magma cubes that spawn on Bedrock Edition are absolutely hellish compared to the ones on Java. So I think it's probably best if we just make our way back to the portal frame out here and make our escape. Hey, at least we got a nice view and we got to raid a bastion in the process. Let's light that nether portal though, because we have other things to worry about. Let's go into 1.17 terrain and see what we can find. And what we found is what looks like a mountain biome, actually. We're in a fairly tall area, and it's not going to be the full mountain generation yet. I don't have experimental terrain enabled on this world. But in the meantime, we're going to make a crafting table. I'm going to pop down a chest right here, and we're going to leave all of the stuff that we just got from our piglin bartering, because we honestly don't need most of this. The fire resistance potion might be nice for the journey home, and it's cool that they've given us all of this quartz and gravel and obsidian in case we need to make another nether portal at some point. But I think we can leave the rest of this behind, and I want a relatively fresh inventory for going out exploring here. And being in a mountain biome, we're already encountering our first 1.17 creature. Welcome, the goat, to Minecraft RTX. And don't you look beautiful in the sun? That's absolutely magical, seeing a goat and a little baby goat. Why are the baby goats so cute? They're so tiny and adorable. I wonder if mountain biomes are going to generate copper anywhere on the surface, because I would love to grab some copper ore. We do have our Fortune 3 pickaxe, so we should hopefully be getting a fair amount of copper per block mined. Tons of gravel around here as well. We could take this all home and make all the concrete we wanted to, but it looks like there are some areas over here that lead down into a plains biome. I'm going to try not to stray too far north because that will take us back into territory I may have explored already. But in the meantime, I think around here we're going to go searching for a cave so we can get some copper. But I've got to say, throughout all this, the laptop has been performing remarkably well. Oh, did I tell you guys I was playing on a laptop? Because I am playing on a laptop. For this part of the series, the sponsors of this video, Nvidia and Scan, have loaned me the phenomenal new Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 laptop. And for gaming, I'm normally a desktop PC guy, but this just might be the laptop that turns me around. The Zephyrus G14 features Nvidia's new laptop GPU, a GeForce RTX 3060 designed with laptop builds in mind, and it's paired with a Ryzen 5800HS CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, a 1TB M.2 hard drive, and a 1080p 144Hz screen. This laptop retails at £1,598 in the UK, making it easier than ever to get your hands on an RTX build right out of the box, and everything from the design to the performance is smooth as silk. It's capable of playing RTX-enabled games like Minecraft, Control, or Cyberpunk 2077 if that's your jam, and if you want proof, look no further than this video. All the gameplay for this episode was happening and being recorded live on this very laptop. If you're now searching for your next gaming laptop, look no further than Scan, the UK's leading supplier of computer hardware and PC components, stocking the full range of new GeForce RTX 30 series laptops powered by Ampere architecture. You can check out the link in the description to browse Scan's full range of RTX 30 series laptops, and thanks once again to Nvidia and Scan for sponsoring this video. Oh, there is glow lichen in this cave, and a dim light obviously coming from it here, but we've got individual pixels of the texture highlighted, as though it's got like luminescent parts to it, which is really quite nice. Doesn't provide a great deal of RTX light in the way that the torches and stuff do, but I think that's almost realistic since it doesn't block mob spawn, so it doesn't trick you into thinking it is doing more than it is. That's a smart move, and I'm still using the Kelly's RTX resource pack for this, which has been updated for 1.17. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you folks want it. Other packs are out there, but I really find Kelly's is a good one to start out with. I think I'm going to dig down from this patch of gravel. I'm not really finding a huge amount of sprawling caves right now, so I'm hoping that if we dig down into a cave system, we'll be able to explore a little further. And oh, no, we found some copper right here, and it does look a little strange because of the reflective parts of the texture. Like if I put a torch opposite, you can see that the copper is actually faintly reflective in a metallic way, which is really quite cool. That's obviously part of the Kelly's RTX resource pack. That's not like innate to Minecraft RTX. If you wanted this to glow, you could make it do that. If you wanted every part of the block to be reflective, you could. Or oh, hello. Looks like, oh, there's some more glow lichen down there as well. Looks like we may have found a route to the lower levels of the world, and hopefully at some point we're going to find a geode. I have a couple of tricks to find one if not. Uh-oh, it looks like we got some cobwebs, which means an abandoned mine shaft. Well, that might actually be a really good place to search for more copper, since so far we have 48, which is not bad, but I honestly think we could do with a few more blocks of that if we're really going to put copper through its paces in the RTX pack. Looks like the cave system continues off in this direction, but yeah, we do have the makings of an abandoned mine shaft here, and another little vein of copper. Fantastic. Let's grab everything we can from this. I want to mess a little bit with the raw ore blocks as well as the fully smelted blocks. We're going to compact some of those now, actually, because we're getting a decent amount of copper in our inventory. We can do the same with the iron, and I'll start stashing those in the ender chest if we start running out of space. And frankly, if all this gravel has fallen in and just broken the cave spider spawner or something, I would not complain. But I think we're going to have to press on a little bit further in here in the hope of finding a geode, because I do have some decent luck in the past, a good track record of finding geodes through abandoned mine shafts. So I wonder if this will lead to one. It certainly led to some dripstone. We can get some of this as well, and I think we need to start a dripstone farm closer to spawn if we're going to get a decent amount of that. There we go, 32 blocks of raw copper already. I think that will do for the raw copper for now, although I'd love to get a little bit more of it, and we're going to stash everything in the ender chest, probably chuck out some of the stuff in my inventory. Don't worry, this pickaxe has silk touch. The tooltips tend to stay on the screen for a little bit longer than they need to. We have the mine shaft dirt room, of course, and oh, okay, it's kind of bisected by another section of the mine shaft. This seems to have inherited the same thing that happens on Java Edition, where mine shafts are kind of overlapping each other right now in Natural World Gen. Oh, no glowberries for us, unfortunately. That's one of the other things I was hoping to look for while we were down here. Glowberries just seem like an obvious addition to RTX lighting, and so I really wanted to get hold of some of those. Have a natural cave scene lit by all of these new light sources, but hopefully as we explore here we'll encounter some. Still nothing from this actually, although we do have a bunch of other really useful resources. Bit of redstone, iron pickaxe, some powered rail, not bad. Yes, there we go. Oh, and a Smite 3 book as well, very nice. But we got what we came for. We got the glowberries, fantastic, and tons of copper in here as well. So I'm going to continue exploring the abandoned mine shaft just in case we do stumble upon a geode, but I think we've got a decent amount of stuff that I can take back to the surface, and we can really start to put the RTX aspects of 1.17 through their paces. Did I just see some purple glinting in the distance over there? I'm not sure if I did or not. Oh, the purple glint was a zombie's enchanted helmet the entire time. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, but we have deep slate, though. Oh, I didn't realize I was this low down in the world already. Yes. Let's grab ourselves some deep slate. We got some disco lapis. Always great to see disco lapis. Oh, hello. We got some deep slate redstone ore here as well. Incredible. All right. Any blocks that I haven't seen in Minecraft RTX before, I definitely want to bring with me. So we'll bring the deep slate, we'll bring the tuff, we'll bring all of the ores, and let's see what else we can find while we're down here. Oh, and here's a nice surprise. Down here by the deep slate patch I was mining out, we found ourselves some diamonds as well. How many did we get out of that? looks like 8. 8 from 4 blocks. Very nice. Doubled our money. Oh, wow. I was not expecting to find this much dripstone in one place. And look at the atmosphere. Look at that. The torches glistening from behind the stalagmites and stalactites with them all dripping in here. I think some zombies may be dying in lava nearby. Or, alternatively, jumping up and down on dripstone because they can't get to me. That's hilarious. But yes, this dripstone formation in a cave, spectacular. Really, really glad we ran into this one. And I haven't found a geode yet, but I think what we're going to do is retreat to the surface, make a boat, and see if we can find a geode via exploring the ocean. Because I think a lot of the times I'll spot geodes on the ocean floor, and that seems like a really good way to find one right now. A friend! We found a friend! The axolotl. Yes! Let's get him. Oh, wait, hang on. Can I not pick him up in a water bucket like usual? Yes. Oh, finally we got him. Hey. Oh, very happy with that. Oh, less happy with you, though. Hello. Thank goodness that wasn't a cave spider. We could have been very, very poisoned. I decided to get a little bit lost. Oh, and thankfully we did, because I've just looked up and found a geode. And already we can see some of that RTX stuff coming into play, because the glow lichen up there is casting a little bit of reflection off of the smooth basalt. Of course, smooth basalt would be shiny. Makes a lot of sense, and I cannot wait to see if calcite has some of the same properties, but obviously the more interesting stuff is going to be inside of here. Look how purple and vivid this is. We're going to be fortuning our way through this, trying not to break any of the budding amethyst, and I think we can chuck out some of the granite and stuff that I've got on me and the string, so we can make sure we collect all of these precious blocks. And look at this. I'm going to place a couple of torches around on the walls and stuff here so we can light it up, because it looks like the amethyst clusters aren't providing any light in this RTX pack. So there may be a separate add-on. I think Kelly has done a few add-ons for glowing amethyst, but man, isn't that spectacular? Just looking at this in the RTX environment and how shiny the blocks are is so cool. Now, naturally, the tragic thing is, since most of this world was generated pre-1.17, I don't really have the opportunity to farm one of these geodes, because I would have to return to this location every time for the budding amethyst. But I think it's fine just to grab a few of the crystals for now. We can make ourselves a spyglass in the series, for one thing. We'll silk touch a couple of the clusters, we'll grab a couple of other blocks, stuff everything in the ender chest, and at least we'll come home with a stack of everything. And of course it's raining when we make our way back to the surface, and the Wandering Trader is here, so I wonder if he's going to trade us something else. If he has moss blocks, and I don't have any emeralds on me, I swear, I don't know what I'm going to do. I see he's also doing the now traditional llama dangle. This guy needs to treat his animals better, honestly. Now, what have you got? Oh, nautilus shells. Oh, I really wish I had some emeralds on me, but never mind. We're not going to worry about conduits right now. We are going to go out in search of a shipwreck so that we can find ourselves some moss blocks. And I think I saw an ocean nearby our nether portal, so that seems like the logical place to start. Look at all of this we are bringing back, though. We've got a stack of all of the geode blocks, couple of stacks of deep slate. I brought some of the glow lichen because we can just bone meal that if we want to. We've got a whole bunch of 1.17 stuff already, and some diamonds to boot. I think this has been a spectacular mining session. So I'm going to drop off a couple of the things here that I don't think I will need. I'm probably going to keep the slime, even though we can probably farm that. Let's chuck the dripstone blocks in here as well. And I think our last port of call is going to be the ocean. Finally, the rain cleared up and I got to experience a little bit more of what makes Minecraft RTX so special. Those rays of light filtering down through the water never get old. But I'm having a bit of trouble finding a shipwreck simply because of the visibility underneath here. While it might be a little bit more realistic, it is certainly making the usual search for a shipwreck a little bit harder, and the fact that it gets so dark on the ocean floor, plus the water being so reflective, means it's a little bit more difficult to find a shipwreck than I initially thought. Luckily for me, some shipwrecks kind of make themselves known, and spotted a couple of logs jutting out from the surface of the ocean here, and it looks like we can dive down to the shipwreck, although it is pretty much surrounded by a coral reef. That is some fascinating generation right there. let's see what we've got in the chest. A whole bunch of iron, very nice. That's the treasure side of the chests taken care of. Let's see if we can break on through, maybe come to the surface for air quickly first, and get into the forward cabin where the moss is going to be. Oh, unfortunately we didn't get any in the end. Yeah, there was only a small chance that it was going to be here in the first place. Let's at least look for the buried treasure map while we're here. Man, the way the shipwreck is generated with the coral reef surrounding it and everything, pain in the butt, but very, very cool looking. Like, imagine stumbling upon this in a shipwreck and the drowned sailors coming out to fight you. We don't quite have the luxury of the 9-9 coordinate trick on Bedrock Edition, so I'm just going to dig randomly around here until I stumble upon the chest. There we go, there it is. And, oh, the loot is looking a little lackluster, but most importantly, we do have a Heart of the Sea. And honestly, regen potions is a pretty good find. That can occupy the last slot of my ender chest, and hopefully, as we continue searching here, we'll be able to find some moss. But if not, we'll be able to maybe get it from a wandering trader, and we can at least return with the stuff that we've got so far. Well, another wandering trader has spawned in the middle of the ocean, and he doesn't have moss either. Well, thank goodness, because once again, I do not have any emeralds, and it's getting a little dark out here, so I might try and get to one of these islands. I'm investigating shipwrecks as I go, but still no luck with the moss, unfortunately. Ah, that could be a problem. I just got bamboozled. I just got absolutely bamboozled. There's this weird patch of water out here that I decided to investigate. Not sure exactly what's going on here. And then I got a mining fatigue effect out of nowhere. Where even is the ocean monument? Ah, yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the monument. I saw it briefly in that kind of flicker as we surfaced. That's rough, man. Like, I don't have any milk or anything out here. I can't even break that bed that I just placed. Well, time to go find a cow, I guess. That's not something I expected to happen on this adventure. Well, I may have found us another shipwreck. Let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got a little bit more buried treasure opportunity there. And yes, finally. Oh my goodness. This is the 4th or 5th shipwreck I have searched now, and we finally got ourselves a decent handful of moss blocks, actually. We got 10 from that. That's very, very good. All right, well, I still have mining fatigue for a little while, but I think at least we can make a return to our nether portal and take stock of everything we've got looking for 1.17 blocks here. And all of this is stuff that we can take back to our original starter house and use to improve the area around there, which I cannot wait to do. So let's briefly make a stop at this desert village to see if there's anything worth grabbing, and then let's make our way home. Excuse me, fellas. Do you have any milk? Well, blacksmith's got a couple of diamonds, so don't mind if I do. Oh, it looks like the mining fatigue just wore off anyway. Well, fair enough. Sorry to bother you folks. I'm just going to take some of these hay bales and be on my merry way. Oh, let me tell you folks, it feels good to wake up in your own bed again. Good morning, we're back at the house, and the trip through the nether went pretty smoothly. Had to kill a couple of ghasts on the way, but for the most part, it was uneventful, and we made it back here with all of that stuff crammed into our ender chest. And I think we're going to put the ender chest down here. We're going to take a quick look at everything that we have gathered today, but I think we are going to save working with a bunch of these blocks for the next video. I would love to do an RTX block showcase of all of the stuff that we can get in 1.17 now, and we'll craft a bunch of stuff with the deep slate, we'll smelt the copper, we'll do all of that good stuff. We'll probably even start a farm for some of the stuff like dripstone, but we're going to do that in the next episode because Minecraft RTX Survival is back for another 4-episode mini-series. There's going to be 1 episode coming out each week, and we'll see where the series goes from there. Life is pretty busy right now, and I've got a couple of Java series currently in motion, but I couldn't resist dipping back into Minecraft RTX to see what all of the 1.17 blocks looked like and how we could use them with Minecraft RTX. And thanks once again to Nvidia and Scan for the loan of the laptop and sponsoring this video. It has been buttery smooth this entire time, and I could not be happier with it. Thanks once again to you for watching this series. If you like the RTX series and you want to see more of it, of course, don't forget to leave a like on the video for me. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.